To the zone with Archie Mike. Anthony's here too, let's ride the hype. Bigfoot's on the run, Area 51's tight. Digging deep for truth, we ain't afraid to fight. Flat Earth theories got us spinning wild. JFK secrets hidden in the files. Illuminati whispers, fashion crooked smiles. I won't tune in, sit back and stay a while. Conspiracy chaos, we uncover the lies. Deep state shadows, yeah they can't disguise. We're cracking codes, watch the truth arise. Let the chaos reign, tearing through the skies. CIA plots under moonlight schemes. Hidden agendas ain't as crazy as they seem. Voices in the dark amplifying dreams. Conspiracy chaos, nothing's what it seems. Follow the breadcrumbs, follow the light. In the rabbit hole with us, pitch black night. RGB and Mike, guided by our might. Anthony with wisdom, out of sight. Conspiracy chaos, we uncover the lies. Deep state shadows, yeah they can't disguise. We're cracking codes, watch the truth arise. Let the chaos reign, tearing through the skies.
Let's go. We're back with another episode of Conspiracy Chaos. My name is Roger, aka RGB. Appreciate everybody tuning in. This episode is brought to you by absolutely nobody. So we're definitely looking for some sponsors here on Conspiracy Chaos. So if anybody's interested in sponsoring Conspiracy Chaos, hit us up. But joining me as always, as you heard, we got our co-host. We got Florida Mike in the building. What's up, kid?
What up, brother? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Been out on the golf course a little bit lately. Getting sprayed by the chemtrails and such, but no cloud seeding going on. And joining me out there on the golf course lately has been Area 51 Anthony. What's up, kid?
Ready for some chaos, baby. Let's go.
Let's go. So I want to just real quick give a shout out to our previous guest, paranormal researchers. I'm gonna butcher it right now, but what is it? The paranormal. Oh gosh, I'm gonna butcher it. But the Ghost Stories of podcast.
Yes.
That's one of their podcasts. They also have the other one that they do a little bit more of. But I want to give them a shout out. If you could look it up real quick for me.
I got you.
Appreciate them guys taking the time. That was a lot of fun. Those guys were great time having them on. What did you guys think of that episode? You guys aren't into the like cryptids and paranormals as much as I am.
Well, Rod, the other one is the Parapeculiar.
Yes,
there you go. Thank you.
Parapeculiar podcast. I wanted to give that a shout out before. I personally enjoyed it. I've always been into like the Ghost Hunter shows and the paranormal activity and if it's real, and I've never really had any crazy situations happen to me, but it's always fun listening to others.
Right.
And these guys go pretty deep, man.
Oh yeah, they got a haunted museum in their crib, bro. I mean, how much more deep can you go?
And
Yeah, they said with like protective candles and stuff.
You asked her to show who asked us if we could see the sheet.
I wanted to see the sheet.
She was like, yeah, I got you right here. And their fingerprints really were there, man.
I mean, it was there.
Wild.
It was there for sure. I mean,
I
what we
thought
could see on the screen, it was there.
Yeah, it was awesome. I think we definitely need to have him on again.
I'd like to get him up here. Like,
deeper.
we have the like we were saying to them, we have the Pinewood Cemetery, which is extremely haunted up here in upstate New York, and I would really like to have them up here to get them to do a little research and go on the exploration with them. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
That would be dope.
It'd be a lot of fun.
I mean, listen, I think I actually did pretty good this time with the questions. With the when I asked them the Ouija board question, they both got all excited. They're like, "Oh, Ouija board, you go."
We
first.
got hundreds of them.
You go
like,
first with
geez.
this answer. I was like, "Oh, okay."
That's one thing I will not fuck with is a Ouija board. Mess with as a Ouija board. I will not.
For sure.
I will not mess with a Ouija board. I keep forgetting we got to try not to swear for the first 10 minutes on YouTube. But yeah, I won't mess with a Ouija board if I absolutely can avoid it. I just feel like that brings in the dark energy. I feel like there's a lot of dark energy associated with the Ouija boards. Something I just don't get into.
like kind of along the lines of welcoming in evil. Who was it? Was it you that told me never have a mat that says welcome, a welcome mat, because like that's welcoming. That's like if
Yeah, you're
evil
welcoming in evil spirits.
was it you, Florida Mike, that told me that? Or somebody I know I heard it somewhere, but
Well,
like
it's
you
the
should
same thing
never
as
open the door. You should never open that door, I guess.
it's
Yeah,
the same
just don't
thing as
ever put a welcome mat there.
the black-eyed kids there. I know we went over that story a few months back, but they won't like come into your house, come into your car, anything to that nature, unless you give them permission and invite them in. So if you're kind of putting that welcome mat there, is that your sign of welcoming in that negative
Anyone.
energy? Those black-eyed
Absolutely.
kids, those whatever, those demons, the dark arts, whatever it may be.
Well, there's definitely some of that out there. I mean, you could just see it in like everyday life. And like, I somebody the other day, I was like, the world is so full of negativity and just catastrophic weather's going on, and you hear of like secret societies. How come you never hear like good secret societies
Uh,
ever?
I know there's none.
because
There's
they're all
none.
money and evil.
Like nobody ever talks about good stuff, like good secret societies, where all the focus is always on something negative, right?
Well, Mike, that's actually kind of a good segue into what I wanted to talk about tonight. It's actually a perfect segue is Operation Mockingbird. So Operation Mockingbird, man. What if I told you guys the CIA just didn't infiltrate the media in the 50s? They evolved it into something way more powerful, and it's basically, it's in our phones right now, especially with the Patriot Act. But the way they just kind of program us to accept everything right off rip, like it's like look how easily people gave into the vid, man. People were bowing down, slapping mask on. You still see people running around with mask on. It's
All because the news told you to.
because they were seeing it on TV, dude. They see the shit on TV and they think it's real life, man, and it's not. They believe it. And matter of fact, you got that video? This is just a perfect little sample of how they are telling us exactly what they want us to hear, want us to know, the whole 9 yards, man. Play this real quick. And this is a mashup of multiple music news agencies telling you the same message, owned by the same companies. Play that shit.
Hi, I'm Fox San Antonio's Jessica Headley.
And I'm Ryan Wolf.
Our greatest responsibility is to serve our Treasure Valley community,
democratically controlled communities,
Eastern Iowa communities,
Mid-Michigan community.
We are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But
we are concerned about the trouble and trend of irresponsible, one-sided news stories plaguing our country.
plaguing our country.
I don't know what this is, but that's
the sharing of biased and false news.
What was that? Did that guy just do a line?
that was funny as hell. Don't go back to it. We might get flagged for that, but that was funny as shit.
What the fuck was that?
That was great. But yeah, bro, that's
Snuck
just
that
a
in there.
little example of. There's another one, where that's local. Liz Bishop is saying something that, I mean, and these people just go there and read a teleprompter. It's not them individually whatsoever, I don't believe. But
No,
they're going in there and
They're
they're
getting a
reading.
paycheck.
Yeah, they're going for their paycheck. They're reading teleprompter. But I think the ones you see in the bigger positions are delivering a bigger message sometimes. Though the ones, the Stephen Colbert's, the Jimmy Kimmel's, those guys of the world are the ones.
Isn't Stephen Colbert getting canceled?
Yeah, he's got some shit going on. We could probably maybe pull that video up later on. I think I shared it to the group.
See, I think all the news people are part of it. They're just on the first two rungs, maybe.
But do you think they know?
The
Because, like, I know myself and I know Anthony knows a couple of local news people. And I don't think, honestly.
I wouldn't say small town news channels,
I don't
but
think
like
they have
Fox,
a clue what's
ABC,
going on.
like big places that do like the main broadcasting and then kind of like everybody else kind of follows off of.
Right.
I think those are for sure 100%.
Right. I think like your local level, they're just literally there to do their job.
Yeah.
To do what they dreamed of doing. They want to be on the news. They want to you know, they want to
Yeah,
be on
absolutely.
TV, like that kind of thing, 100%. So I see that aspect of it on the local level, but on the, like you're saying, Mikey, on the mainstream level, it's definitely a lot different.
Like,
Uh,
what was it, the movie series V that I keep telling you guys about? That was made in
yeah,
the 80s. Like all the news anchors, like everybody who worked at the news were lizard people. It was kind of crazy.
I
Like
remember I seen something to that extent. I remember that.
when they're eating rats and stuff, dude, like they cut and then they like off screen, they go walk over, grab this like rat of a thing and eat it.
Hmm.
They're all lizard people. That's a
I do
crazy
remember
TV
that.
series, dude. It's crazy. They're like it's insane to watch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
it's go ahead.
no. You were telling us about that a podcast a long time ago. I wanted to know about the V. I really would like to watch that. Probably is on my stick. I could probably find it.
You could
I'm
definitely find
interested.
it on the Fire Stick, dude.
I'm
I think
interested.
I've seen it. I watched it recently. Might
It's
even have been on like HBO or
when you
something.
talked about it, I was
Showtime.
like
Urban.
I was looking up like YouTube clips of it back in like the day when we were talking about it. But
Yeah.
I'd like to watch the full series, man. Looks pretty good.
It does,
Well,
especially like what we know now, and you
Yeah,
watch
for
it. Like I
sure.
would like to watch it again too.
there's
Yeah.
a lot
But
of things
just
that go back and watch, and you're like, whoa, like I missed
yeah.
that one.
But see, and that I don't think Project Mockingbird. I mean, maybe when it first started was mainly the media and stuff. But I think Project Mockingbird has gotten so strong that you have it in Hollywood.
Hmm.
You know, you have it in government. You have it in media. You have it everywhere.
Well, let me give you the breakdown of how it started here. So, quick background and context. CIA launched it in the late 1940s, 1950s. It was to control the narrative via journalists, publishers, and broadcasters. By the 70s, church committee hearings exposed that over 400 journalists were secretly on the payroll. Supposedly shut down,
I'll be
but
right
was
back,
it
guys. I gotta run
okay?
like 30 seconds.
You're good, buddy. But was it really? So this started in the 40s. Now we got to think, Mike. This is also the time of, you know, right around the Roswell's Rothschild took over 1920s, late 1930s, after the
Mhm.
Great Depression. Right, they started taking over the educational system around the same time. They started to take control, and I feel like these guys were a big part of taking over control of what we now have as Project Mockingbird.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's how bad it is, like in schools.
Schools, especially, yeah.
The
There's a
programming
there's a
is insane.
criteria. There's a criteria
Yeah.
every school and every age group and every, you know, depending on where you live, you're going to learn a little bit more about, you know, locational wise. But you're like you down there, you're probably learning about more tribal shit and with the Native Americans and such down in Florida than we would in upstate New York. You know, it might
Oh
be a
yeah, for
little.
sure.
We're going to learn about like the Battle of Saratoga, where you guys probably aren't really going to go deep dive into that because we can go on a field trip there, kind of thing.
Right, but
Uh,
which is all meaningless, really. In
yeah,
everyday life, none of that shit
pointless.
matters.
None of
Pointless.
it.
Um, and like I don't know if people notice in schools, and it's a plan, right? So they've always wanted to make us dumber or at least seclude us in knowledge by only what they give us, right?
Nope.
Whatever's in the book is true. Like this is what it is. You're gonna study it, test on it, bam, right? Well, we did used to have hands-on classes like home ec,
Yeah, yeah.
wood shop. Um, I remember in middle school, we had a business class and it taught us how to like balance a checkbook
Yep.
and do all that stuff. And
Yeah.
they don't have any of that now.
Introduction to Economics was what it was
Yeah.
called in our school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't have none of that.
No,
And why? Because they want you dumber.
they
Like,
want
they
to
don't
blame it
even,
on budget, but it's not budget. It's
yeah,
not a
just
budget thing. Because
like
think
how they
about
don't
it.
want to.
Think about it. All the kids like I know a lot of kids who weren't, you know, straight A students or anything like that. Some of them scraped by the skin of their teeth, but they were smart enough to get into a trade. They were a mechanic. They were a plumber. They turned into an electrician. Those guys now are making over 100 racks a year doing those trades. Like guys, like plumbers make bank, dude.
Oh
Like
yeah,
electricians, you get into, you know, a union or whatever. Go make a good buck for yourself, you know, and
yeah.
retire in 25, 30 years. Boom, 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 you're out of there. Yeah, you might have to
And-
put some work in and do the dirty work to get to where you got to
Mhm.
go, but that's part of that. You got to do that anywhere you got to go. Earn your fucking stripes.
Absolutely. Earn it. But you notice, like, too, like in like movies, TV shows, they make the plumber look nasty, fat, ass hanging
Right,
out,
ass crack hanging
cigarette in
out.
his mouth, shitty van.
The mechanics
Like,
are always all greased up,
yeah,
looking
to,
like
to
shit.
deteriorate away from that.
Yep.
Remember? But then they would show like movies of gangbangers selling drugs and driving cars with 24s and this and that. And then
Flashy.
in the 90s, crime rate skyrocketed when all the gangbanging hip hop and rap music came out and the stuff they showed in TVs.
Yeah,
You know,
they glorified it. They glorified
Yep.
movies like Boys in the Hood and Paid in Full.
oh
and
yeah, Get
Blue
Rich,
Hill
Die
Avenue,
Trying.
yeah, like 8 Mile. They glorify the crime, the drama, the drug dealing. They glorified it. And that was a whole era. Like that was, I mean, we can get into it a little bit with like the music industry as well. Like the CIA, like putting the music into the rap game. Like
Mm-hmm.
Ice Cube and NWA, F the Police. Like what?
Yeah,
Like you know what I
They
mean?
did
Like,
it-
but to cause that drama, to really cause that drama and build that hatred, is just to gain that momentum to really build the kind of where we are today.
I think
and
a lot
that's
of the
Project Mockingbird too.
I think
Yeah.
a lot of the hip hop, a lot of the beefs in the hip hop, or not. I don't know if this is what you were talking about, but I think a lot of that was just to sell music, to sell albums, man. Like,
No, I'm saying it. I was
Of course,
saying
but
that
it was also to start an actual gang war.
mm,
yeah, to
You know,
get
like,
everybody riled up, to get the
Yep.
East Coast, West Coast. Like they didn't. There was no rap was so new that there was no. You know, there was so much hatred on it, and they went the negative route. They went to like, all right, let's make it gangbanging, let's make it East Coast, West Coast. Let's talk about guns. Let's start shooting people. Let's do this
Yeah.
and that. The Biggie
think
and
about how
Pac,
many, but like
Death
think about-
Row, and
Tupac
Bad
was
Boy
gay, right?
Yeah.
Tupac was
Right.
gay, they
he
say.
was.
with
And
Think
they
about
turned
Diddy.
how
him
many
into a
albums-
gangbanger.
Think about how
Allegedly.
many albums that helped them sell. That was what I'm
Of
saying.
course.
Oh, millions.
Of course.
Millions.
And that
It's all
money,
part of
and
the
then
game.
exactly. And that money that they made for like the people, the rappers, the ones, I mean, they pretty much sold their soul. They knew what was going on. They knew that, because you hear a couple of them talk about how like they knew what the directive was, you know, and a lot of that money went and funded sex trafficking, wars, drugs to push on the streets because they were pushing an agenda.
Yeah.
They were brainwashing people to think that that was okay.
The crack epidemic of the 80s was boom. That hit primarily due to the lower income African American communities is really where the crack was.
Yeah. Heroin
Was-
in Vietnam.
Yeah, you
When
didn't see
heroin
that shit in
blew
the
up.
suburbs.
Yeah.
That's how they do it, man. It's all control. Everything's about control, man. Everything is about control.
The actual military was bringing heroin from Vietnam into the U.S.
so
Military planes.
with Mockingbird, so the CIA's got all this power with the broadcast. They got all this power, not as much now because of journalism's fallen off. So they're using more influencers and stuff like that nowadays. So do you think if they had a tool that powerful, they would really just say, shut it off? You think like obviously like they gain too much off of it, the control.
No way.
They're
No
not
way.
giving up
No
this
way they
control.
would.
These rich and powerful people are all about control. They're not going to give this up.
Yep.
There'll always be a Project
They
Mockingbird. It'll just
kill.
be more advanced.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Like you hear RFK talking about he wants to put brain chips in people to monitor our health.
Yeah, it's going to be
You know?
optional though.
Yeah, for sure. And so is the one for Elon Musk. But eventually,
For now,
because right now it's voluntary, and all
Yep.
those people who are voluntary is a test. It's an
Mhm.
experiment. How far can we go? What can we do? Can we control this? Can we not control that? You know what I mean? And then they're doing research
Yep.
as they're doing this. And once they perfect it, it will no longer be voluntary.
Another good segue, Mike. The research they're doing. So, what kind of research are they doing on us, especially now with the rise of the AI and digital psyops? So, social media algorithms as behavioral control. I mean, I know damn well if we all three of us sat down, our three algorithms are going to be pretty close to probably the same for the most part. It might have some different stuff on there. But also, if I go look at my personal page, my algorithm's completely different than all those because I don't look at certain things on there and I try to keep it more
Do you ever
Pete.
try to
Absolutely.
break the algorithm, like and like just click on like do you know
Random
how to
Yes,
break it?
all the time.
Oh,
I
yeah.
watch
I do it
videos
all
my
the time.
wife sends me. I watch all types of
Yep.
like happy motivational. Like I watch no videos I love, bro. And I don't. Some of them I cry on are like when the soldiers come home.
Mhm.
Some of those, bros, those fucking things hit me so hard sometimes, bro. I don't know why, but I've never been in the military. Don't know too many people in the military, but some of those videos like just hit home, and it's like, damn. Like, I'm
And,
all
you know,
teary eyed. My
and
wife
they
will be
work,
looking
though.
at me. I'll be like, what?
Yeah. I do the same thing. Like my girl will send me like those videos of like mini horses because she loves the Highlanders, the Highlander cows, the hairy ones. But they have them in mini versions.
Yeah, I know what
So
you're talking about.
So I'll hit that video and I'll watch that for a little bit just to switch up the algorithm,
Yeah.
or like I'll stop watching something like a certain topic or subject for a couple days. I'll stop watching it. I'll just skim right through it and then I'll
Yep.
pick other things just
Yeah.
to keep the algorithm going. But
You
like
got to.
you have to. But your phones and everything listens. I mean, they even make
Listens, bro.
commercials.
So
They
hard.
even make commercials about it. Remember when the guy like goes over to the phone and he's like, it was a golf commercial. He's like, TaylorMade irons, this and that, blah blah blah, into the wife's phone, and then that way it pops up on her phone.
Yep.
Like it does that all
I
the
do
time.
it every Christmas, bro. I do it every Christmas in our Siri and Alexa and all that shit at the shit all the time.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you though,
Funny.
there's times where at Christmas, I know what she was looking at because we would be in the same house and it would pop up on my
Mhm.
Facebooks like certain things, and like it was sites I would never go to, but like it was
Right.
like teams I followed or whatever, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is interesting. This is a pretty cool hat, and sure enough, for the Christmas I had that hat. So it's shit like that. They follow us, man. It's the trend.
Oh, yep. It's predictive programming.
Um,
It's
so
the
now
same
we
as
also
Mockingbird.
the big thing with AI we got to really be aware of now is like the AI written news stories, the clones, the voiceovers, and the deep fakes. That's another one. So like the Joe Rogan voiceovers are unbelievable. There's a whole podcast of him, and it's not even him. It's just the AI version of Joe Rogan. So they're getting good too, man. There's some of these things are getting pretty fucking good to where you don't know what's real and what's not sometimes. I mean, I thought there was a submarine over there. Like there's no, that wasn't no AI or nothing, but like there's some other good ones, man, that like you look at these videos and like it looks like all right, perfect example, David Favorite. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Commander
I've heard
Favorite.
of them.
He witnessed the UAP, witnessed the Tic Tac UFO off the coast of California. I want to say it was 2014, 14, 17, something like that. He was on Rogan. He went in front of Congress, gave his whole story, very similar to like Bob Lazar, where his story is exactly the same. He hasn't changed up a hitch, like he's telling you what he saw, and he has witnesses to confirm what he saw. Well, they used that same video of him in Congress, but AI'd it and made his lips move, but saying something completely different, not related to the Tic Tac. Now, if I didn't know that was Commander Favorite and I was just watching it, I probably would have been fooled. And I was sitting there, I'm watching it, I'm like, what the fuck? What's he talking about right now? Like, he's not doing that. So I'm like 99% sure. I mean, I could be fooled again and it could be real, but I'm pretty sure that it was an AI because it looked exactly the same as when he was in front of Congress talking about the Tic Tac.
That's
another
the
crazy
thing is
fucking
we got to
story.
be, especially in the conspiracy world, man. You got to be careful what's real and what's not with AI and what's what's
You can't jump the gun. You
what's
really
a
got to do your own
submarine,
research.
what's a submarine and what's not a submarine
But
in the water.
here's the thing, too, though.
Raj.
You got to think, how long have they been using AI technology against us? It doesn't just come out in a whim in a year and they're like, hey, everybody can use AI. They've been using it for like 20 years. So like
Well, it's been
Project
around.
Mockingbird. So say we don't know of AI, but they've had it for 20 years. So for 20 years up until they tell us about AI, they've been using AI to program our brains thinking that what we watch is real. So that way when AI actually comes out, you have a problem of seeing new AI, old AI. Like that'd be crazy, like because they've been
Wasn't there a
programming us the
movie?
entire time.
Wasn't there a movie? Am I mistaken? Like back in the 2000s or late 90s, artificial intelligence.
Yep.
Yeah.
iRobot, artificial intelligence.
Listen, There's-
No, like it was actually called AI,
Yeah.
artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it
Yeah.
up.
there was that. I think we're going to be more iRobot-ish, if anything.
For sure. Like
think
Elon
that's
Musk already
the-
has the
It was a
iRobot transport.
It was a
vehicle already.
Steven Spielberg movie. Go figure.
Well, of course it was.
Mhm.
Loosely based on
Him
the
and
1969.
Kubrick, man.
Wow.
Him and Stanley Kubrick. Are the
2000, it
two
was a
that-
2001 movie. I might watch that. I'm curious.
So there you
now.
go. So 24 years, we'll say.
Yeah.
You know, they've used AI.
Development of AI originally began. Producer and director Stanley Kubrick acquired the rights to the story.
They've probably been using it 24 years before that.
Easily.
Like,
Easily.
you know,
Easily.
that's the thing.
And we don't know it, and nobody knew about it.
The other
In the
thing
20th
with
century, listen to this. This was in 2001. 2001. The plot in 22nd century, rising sea levels, global warming have wiped out coastal cities and altered the world's climate. With a human population in decline, advanced nations have created humanoid robots called mechas to fulfill various roles in society. So, seems like they make,
Mecha,
like,
MAGA,
robots.
Mecha, MAGA. You know.
Ooh.
Mecca
Okay.
could be a lot of things. The way you worship is to Mecca.
Yeah.
It could be a lot
Sounds
of
kind
things.
of. Then it said about it.
So, but is that us worshiping AI?
I want to watch this
Mecca.
movie. I'm gonna have to watch this movie.
Is that in
AI,
reference to us
artificial intelligence.
worshiping AI?
It could be.
Never watched this one, but I think I'm gonna have to.
I watched it when it came out, but I don't.
And what'd you say at the beginning of it? That catastrophic events happened. What was it? Flooding and whatnot.
Flooding and global warming.
warming wiped out. It
Mm.
just says from global warming that wiped out coastal cities and altered the world's climate.
I'll take a little bit warmer. I don't want anybody to get wiped out or do anything like that, or no flooded out. But I'll take a little warmer weather, a little bit longer up here in the Northeast. That's all.
Yeah, but so if you say that again, like all that stuff is happening now.
Yeah.
Coastal cities are getting hit with floods, fires. You know,
There's one thing I
and-
want to bring up towards the end when we're almost done, but don't let me forget. I want to talk about Yellowstone.
Mm.
That's fucking wild up there right now. We'll bring that up at the end because I'm pretty sure we got some clips we can pull up.
Pretty sure like the Grand Canyon's on fire or it was on fire.
Yeah, there's some shit going on, man. There's some crazy fucking shit going on, but I don't want to get too far off of the Mockingbird topic here. The other thing that we're noticing too, and I've experienced it a little bit. I know I've seen plenty of our fellow conspiracy podcast people, Sam Tripoli, Isaac Weissip, Jay Dwyer, multiple others. I can't think of off the top of my head, but shadow banning. Tripoli did that episode 314 and got wiped off the map.
Mm-hmm.
He did that one episode about that one family and he literally talked about it. He called XG and he's like, where is it? XG's like, what are you talking about? So where's our YouTube page? And it was completely wiped off. They had over 100,000+ subscribers, 10 years of the page, like all those episodes, all that work and time and effort was just gone. And you don't back up. We look at us. We don't back up all that stuff. Like we have it, on YouTube, but we don't have it backed up really on files or anything like that. Like
No.
you don't think about that it's going to be gone. So same thing with like Isaac Weissip. He was doing his thing, and I don't know if you guys know him. He has Isaac Weissip does the IlluminatiWatcher.com, I think is his website.
Yeah.
He's awesome. He breaks down how every single person, like he just did a thing on Sabrina Carpenter and how she is like, you know how everybody worships Beyonce now? Like when they go to the podium, like she's going to be the next one. They say she was born. I got to listen to it again. I listened to him and there was an episode of Tripoli talking about her. But when she was born, one of the Tom Cruise movies that came out, the one, they wear the mask. It's Stanley Kubrick, Eyes Wide Shut.
Oh yeah.
There was a correlation to that movie and such. So
It's another one I have never seen.
I want to see that one
movie
too.
is
I've never
fucking
seen
trippy. And Skull and Bones.
Skull and Bones and
That was good. I
Eyes
like
Wide
that
Shut.
one.
I want to watch. Yeah,
I
I
like
will watch.
Skull
Oh yeah,
both
you
of
did
those.
watch that with Paul Walker, right? Yeah,
Yep.
you did
Really
watch
good.
that. Good
Yeah, I
movie.
didn't. I started it, didn't finish it. I got to watch it again. I found it on YouTube.
Eyes
I'll
Wide
watch
Shut
it.
is, dude. Eyes Wide Shut is just cringy. Like you feel it, like your hairs stand up and stuff,
Mhm.
dude, when you're watching it, and you're just like, oh my god.
Yeah, I got to
Yeah.
watch that for sure. But yeah, the shadow banning, man, it happens to all of them. YSIP, same thing, and it's something like to the point where these guys now buy their own websites to back up their content so they can at least have it on there because they can't, they can't control it at that point. So you got to do what you got to do, I guess, in the long scheme of things.
So what do you do? What is your option? You just keep restarting a page, or you just become a co-op?
They work on their Patreons. They get Patreons. They build up their fan base and their subscribers enough to where they can have people pay different
And they
levels
can't
of
touch
top.
that or something?
No.
They can touch it, or you can go and some of them set it up to where you pay their direct website $1 a month or $5 a month or whatever the hell it is, and you can get all their content right on the website.
No, I'm talking like the elites. If they want to shut you down, it don't matter what you're on, right?
Oh no,
I
they'll
mean,
shut you down. They'll shut you
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
They'll shut you down every which way. Every which way. So like even like the Pitch Pot and Puff. I know people in the cannabis industry with their Instagram pages have gotten wiped right off. I've dealt with shadow banning because of my previous logo I had, so I had to change things up. I also have to put my page as 21 and over, so I can certain content I put up, I'm not getting flagged for it and all that stuff. But there's people who don't, and then you go and you do something, you get flagged, the page has been wiped off. Like so many people I know who have had multiple pages with 20 30,000 followers, and boom, just gone.
Any way they can control the agenda.
The narrative, and
Yep. Thank
especially
you.
even cannabis, the why are they trying to control the narrative on cannabis so much when we know all the benefactors of it and all the healing purposes and what it does for people, soldiers with PTSD, people with muscle and joint pains. You can use CBD, you can use hemp, like all these other things that you can do with it. So
When Big Pharma destroyed all the holistic hospitals and
Mhm.
medicine places before they took over, it's
Yeah.
all the same. All the same.
Dr.
Dude.
Sabi, man, look up Dr. Sabi. Dr. Sabi was a holistic doctor. And pull him up real quick, actually. Sabi, I believe is how you spell it. He was a holistic doctor, man. He had cures for so many things. Like he was helping villages and shit like that.
And you can find some stuff. Like they have a holistic therapy book, where you can find all like oregano oil is like super good for you to like
super good for you. If you have a cold and shit, once you start to feel like you have a cold, you start taking oregano oil. Boom. Natural
nicotine. Like say you grow a tobacco plant, that nicotine from that tobacco plant is super healthy. So people will I've heard that they grow it in their garden with their fruits and vegetables.
I'm blowing my screen up. I can see shit. Oh, there he is, Dr. Sabi.
They axed him because he knew too much.
Alfredo Bowman, also known as Dr. Sabi.
Yep.
Yeah. 1997, the New York State Attorney General charged Bowman with 2 counts of practicing medicine without a license after he placed ads in a local newspaper claiming to be able to cure AIDS.
Ooh.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, and he's supposed to have a cure for cancer.
After Fauci was wiping everybody out with
the AIDS virus.
Remdesivir.
How about the 7 scientists that died in a plane crash not too long ago that had the cure for AIDS or cancer?
Yeah, and the only one that has the patent on it still was a Rothschild.
Yep.
Speaking of planes, I'm going to New Orleans about 6 weeks now, and there was just another close call with a Delta. Did you guys see that shit?
No, yeah, the B-52 bomber almost hit a plane.
Yeah.
So here we go. Real quick with Dr. Sabi. Although he used the title and name Dr. Sabi Bowman, Bowman had not completed any formal medical training. He was considered a quack by licensed doctors, attorneys, and consumer protection agencies in the United States. Hold on. Go back up.
Sorry.
He was arrested and accused. Stop right there. He was arrested and accused by New York State of practicing medicine without a license. After trial, Bowman was acquitted based on the legal definition of medicine for his herbs. He was later charged in a civil suit that's resulted in him being prohibited from making therapeutic claims for his supplements. So he can make his supplements, but he couldn't say that they were curing anything.
Yeah.
He had clients including Michael Jackson, Lisa Left Eye Lopez, and John Travolta.
Huh.
It's wild.
2 of the 3 are dead because they were murdered.
Yeah.
They knew too much. They knew too much, man.
Yeah, I mean, the way Michael Jackson died
Too much.
was clearly murder, the way they mixed, with his medicine. Sony,
So,
back to the music thing. Sony.
yeah,
Crazy.
running shit. Universal really does own everything. They own all the distribution and publishing for everything. Hey, you gonna make it, bud? You look tired.
Cooked.
I looked like he was falling asleep there a minute ago.
I know. He came back from when he took that little break, and his eyes were a little bit closed.
I
Than
totally
before.
forgot somebody was running over. Dude, I looked at my phone, and he's like, "I'm here," and it was like fucking fused outside for like 10 minutes. I was like, I gotta go, guys. I'll be right back.
Whoops.
Whoopsies.
Real quick, we'll get back into it. So, case studies in the narrative machine. So what they've incorporated in us. For example, the trust, especially with COVID. All they wanted us to do was trust them. Trust.
Trust
How
science.
many times did we hear trust the science? Trust trust Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg because they made computer software. Like, what are we talking here, man? Trust your favorite comedian, favorite rapper, favorite musician, favorite actor, actress, whatever the case may be. Like, what are we talking about here, folks? And that's really what they tried to drill in our heads, is the trust that whole time.
Oh yeah.
Especially on that narrative, for example, trust was a big one, and then a lot of I don't want to really get into the topic too that is suggested here, but the Epstein stuff, the merry-go-round we've had with that. There's a list, there's not a list. No, there's no list. They're gonna now Pam Bondi saying she's gonna dive in and look back into the list. Here's the thing with Bondi, bro, real quick. I think they have videos and shit of Bondi doing shit that she should not be doing. I don't know if they sent her off to the farm and she got wild with some horses or something, but I don't know what they have on her that all of a sudden she's flipping her script so much.
Well, I'm pretty sure like half the list she's defended in court at some point in time.
Yeah, that too.
Because she was a huge
Money
lawyer.
talks, baby. Money talks.
But I think because didn't Trump just come out too and say, "Oh, we are going to put out the list"? Like they're like he's playing 40.
Again. They just
Well, yeah, he's like we're playing 40 chess.
What do we? All right, they got that. They got the Diddy shit going on. Like, what else is going on that we're not paying attention to? That's what I'm concerned about. We're missing something as a society.
They're doing all that while they're integrating AI.
You think that's a move?
100%, and universal currency, because behind closed doors they're working on a crypto. And Trump just approved crypto as a form of currency. XRP, Ethereum, and Bitcoin, I believe.
XRP goes off. A lot of my friends are going to be rich.
Yeah, I mean it's gone up over $1 in the last week, but it's going. But so that's what they're doing behind closed doors. Let's keep everybody distracted with this while we're doing all this. I mean,
that's what they do. That's part of the narrative. That's part of the narrative
100%.
machine where they want to keep control, keep us focused on something else while everything else is happening over here, while they can get the job done. It's the same thing with you. Think about it with your kids. How many times did you sit down with your kids and you're like, shit, I got to really get this done. I need 15 minutes to myself. You go pop on a cartoon for them. You hand them an iPad. You go throw them a game. You go throw them a coloring book, whatever. You go throw them a book, whatever the case may be. But you buy yourself. That's the narrative machine. You distract them. It's the same thing they're doing to us. They're treating us like fucking children and distracting us from the big picture. It's no different. Absolutely no different.
Because just wait when this whole AI thing, I would imagine that's going to get it. It's probably going to be like, it's already started because they've already sworn in people and stuff. But I would imagine just before Donald Trump
leaves
the office. Yep. I think that once AI is fully operational, then he'll declare war, so he stays in office. People
I
go to
think
war with somebody because while we're at war, there's no election.
is that right?
That
So
is
we'll have
correct.
15 years of
I
Donald
believe.
Trump as president. I mean, at that point though, he's going to be 90 something. Let's give it a rest here, Coke. Put JD into place and let's roll on.
Well, I mean, JD is just as
He's
bad
next
too.
man,
He's
but he's next
all
man.
Israel
He's next man up right now,
for
unfortunately.
sure. But there's things saying about Barron Trump being part of that. DeSantis has been like the press, but yeah, Donald Trump's son, Barron Trump, has a possibility to be president.
He can't be
Obviously,
president until he's 40.
he's 35.
30 something. Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
35.
he's 18 right now.
But listen, everybody's been saying Trump's the last president, right? Who owns Washington D.C.? Who owns Washington D.C.?
Nobody, not the United States.
Yeah, it's the UK, right? UK has
The
a what?
crown.
Has the crown, right? What if somehow he becomes a king over here, and then his son could be a successor? Remember, we're about to see a whole flip of something. We don't know.
They would have
But
to take
we're
over like a
about to
martial
see.
law. They would have to fully implicate martial law at that point, which is their main plan, I believe.
Yeah, it is
Okay.
plausible because like Disney's owned by the UK, right? Is owned by the crown.
That's why
Disney, all that
Florida had
land here in Florida, having that
that's why
fight,
Florida had-
DeSantis.
when he tried to do the tax bullshit, he got shut down by the crown.
Yeah, I mean they have a lot of land over here.
Yeah, that's a lot of fucking land.
A lot of land. Doesn't Canada obey by the crown too? I believe.
Probably, they probably all do.
So, and then Trump's talking about the 51st state being Canada.
Pretty much already is,
And
though, isn't it?
Interesting.
Yeah, and he just becomes a ruler. I mean, we already know he's high up there on the total.
And he always
poll as
talks
far as
about
elites
this will be
goes.
when the election happened. He said, "Don't worry, this will be the last one."
Yeah, and this will be the last president. Everybody's predicting him as the last president. It's this.
There's the book,
not
The
him
Last
per
President.
Se. Exactly, not him per se, but this era of presidents is like
And
supposedly
Barron does
supposed
the
to be
time
over.
traveling.
Yeah,
That's interesting. All right.
because Trump does have, I forgot what kind of blood type. It's like MH blood type. I was just watching a video and the thing on it, and I was reading into it a little bit, but it's like royalty blood, and
From the royal
Yeah,
bloodlines,
and other presidents also have it.
inbreds.
The same bloodline. Yeah, of course. Well, we already know that they do. That's what they do. They mate with each other to keep the bloodline pure.
That's it. That's it.
Everybody's done it for years and years.
So the other thing they've been doing, man, with all this technology and the narrative machine is taking these chat bots. If you notice on Twitter, especially on X, Instagram, when you start to see, like, especially during the BLM and all the riots and all that shit, you really started seeing the chat bots pushing a narrative where people were like the Ukraine, Gaza, Israel, Gaza, Russia, Ukraine. Like when someone got in an argument on Twitter with someone or hit a comment that
bot.
they didn't like and got into it with a bot, they got attacked. Like Johnny from Tinfoil Hat saying he got into an argument with someone about Ukraine. He lost his Twitter page with 25,000 followers for 3 months. Like that's wild, you know.
Yeah.
Like
I think
he
it's.
just
I do
got it
though.
back.
I do though think it's hilarious that people don't check the profiles of the people making the comments before they make a comment because it intentionally is typing something in there because it's in your algorithm. So you look at it. And then 99% of everybody who goes on social media, when they click on a video, checks the comments.
Yep.
Right. So there's going to be a bot in there with a comment that triggers your brain, and you're going to want to say something.
Mm-hmm.
Like I saw somebody going off. There was like a nasty comment, and this person went off on the bot, and I was like, check the profile. They had 1 follower, 1 friend, or some shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's a bot.
Page. The page is a week old.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
and that's how they get it. They want to see that reaction, and then when you get that reaction, the AI studies it, compiles it, and throws it in the data area, and it just does that over and over and over again.
And what's your favorite kind of energy drink? Do you like energy drinks or coffee? You're a coffee guy. What's your favorite coffee?
Right now we just have.
What's your favorite though?
No,
What's your
it's we do the K cup. The favorite. What do you mean favorite coffee?
I don't
My
know. Is there
coffee's
like a
called-
favorite coffee?
No, we just use
Like a favorite coffee brand?
Donut Shop. It's called. It's you
Well,
get it at Sam's
shout
Club.
out to the Donut Shop. We'd be looking for a great sponsorship because Anthony could really use a cup of Donut Shop right now. He's crashing the fuck out.
I'm done, dude.
He almost looks like me when I was laying down on the couch when I was there.
He's almost in Ramsey form right now. I think
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
getting
yeah.
there, but he doesn't even mean it this time.
No.
No.
No,
Yeah,
we'll
okay.
wrap this up here, Anthony. In a few. I was gonna just pull up a couple more things. Wild theories. Wild theories here. Is OpenAI, Google, DeepMind, or Meta just Mockingbird in a digital form? Like, are they using all this to just really track us in the digital side of things? Is the AI chatbot you're talking to part of the PSYOP? That's what I was just kind of saying. Like, are they basically the ones pointing the narrative in a certain direction? That's what people, like you were saying, Mike, you got to check and see, like, if someone's arguing with you on Instagram or Twitter. Who the fuck am I really arguing with? You know, take a second and look and see if it's actually somebody. So the DARPA create early versions of social media for mind control, things such as LifeLog and Facebook. If you look, LifeLog ended the day Facebook officially became what the hell you call it? Got their business became
Like official?
Whatever.
on the stock market. Yeah.
So what was LifeLock? What was the?
LifeLock was the
protect you
thing.
from shit.
Remember the guy who used to do the commercials? LifeLock, how you could take my social security card
Oh yeah.
and you can't
okay,
break in.
yeah,
Yeah, that guy got hacked in 17 seconds after that commercial aired.
Yeah.
So he went out of business shortly after that. But people used to use that. And that was for a way for DARPA and the CIA and NSA and everybody to gain information. And sure enough, that's what they did. Now they have Facebook to do it, so they can get your facial recognition. They can get your bank account because everybody's going to put their Apple Pay on their phone, and everything syncs up to that. So
What about just your Apple facial recognition for getting on
for your
Apple
phone, for your
in
phone,
general?
or if not, what did you use before that?
Thumbprint.
Your fingerprint. Use your
Yeah.
thumbprint. Boom. That's another one. So constant, and they just continue to gather this information.
And just
They're
think
doing
they
them
can they can take our information, take your face, take everything that you have, create a whole nother one of you, and then go have it kill somebody.
Dude, think about
Crazy.
Enemy. Think about 25 years ago, the movie Enemy of the State with Will Smith,
Yeah.
another Will Smith movie. They
Yeah.
could zoom into you guys sitting in a stadium. You could be sitting at a bus stop, zoom into your face, get the facial recognition, and get every single bit of information about you.
Yeah, and
from
then like you said
Absolutely.
that, and then they have
height,
your thumbprint
weight.
on top of it.
Yep, they
Yeah.
got all that shit. They can make a thumbprint and scan your thumbprint to get into somewhere if they need
They can
to.
get right off your phone, like you use your like I do.
Scan your eyes.
Like to do this,
all that
right?
shit.
Do the thumb to do that. Well, your
Yep.
phone has a camera, and you're able to take screenshots where it shows the whole entire thing. So I have already given them my fingerprint
They can take over. They
All
can
they gotta
take
do is
over
scan
your
it off
phone.
my phone.
They're listening, like we already
through my
said, with
phone.
Alexa and everything else. They're already listening.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
already listening.
Everything: TVs, cameras, laptops, computers, anything with a listening device, phone, anything.
So let's wrap it up quick. And maybe we'll do a quick little dive into the chaos reel. But maybe the real psyop was making us think we're in control. That we actually, like, this whole time, like, yeah, we decide what we want, what's going to happen, and what we follow and what not to follow. Maybe that's the joke on the whole time on us. Like, this whole time, this is the script we're following no matter what. This is the way it's going to be. COVID hit at a certain point. Now we're dealing with, the migrants. Now whatever's next, we're going to be dealing with Trump's bullshit and Russia, Gaza. Like, maybe this is all just part of the script, and we're the ones being fooled in the long scheme of things. I don't know. Maybe that's the whole psyop.
Could be. I mean, you never know. I think you guys know we live in a simulation, so
Right.
I
don't know.
don't know. I stick to the theory that I still think we're in hell. I literally think that's where we're at. 200 fallen angels, nothing but bad, nothing but good.
Something
no
about
good,
sometimes
all
my
bad.
golf game. Sometimes my golf game makes me think I'm in hell. I'll tell you that much.
Listen, when
Um,
we have heat advisories and it feels like 115 like today, I felt like I was in hell.
So real quick, I'll leave listeners with this one last question. If reality is shaped by what we see, and AI now decides what we see, are we living in a simulated conscious?
Yes,
Ooh, there you go with the simulation.
absolutely.
Huh?
Like it's funny,
We'll
right?
see.
Like people say, like we breathe air, we need air to live, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's actually, what if it like actually wasn't air that we're breathing in? Like you ever somebody come behind you, put you in a headlock, and you pass out? What is that called?
Suffocation.
No, lost consciousness.
Yeah.
So what if we are breathing in consciousness?
Right.
Since we can lose consciousness, we don't say, "Oh, you lost air."
Right.
You know, you lost consciousness. So what if people were to able to, I mean, I did it through psychedelics, but if everybody were able to open their third eye, what we project wouldn't be there. It'd be something completely different.
And click that one real quick. That fort.
It would be something completely different. It would be happy. It would be, you know what I'm saying?
Remember these days, man? I know we're all about the same age, but
Yeah,
sometimes,
duck
bro,
hunt, baby.
I think the world would be a real better place if we could go back to days
To
like
this?
man.
Hell yeah.
Drinking,
They don't do that
drinking
no
out of the
more.
hose, being able to be out in the let your kid go out in the neighborhood and not have to worry about crazy
Getting
shit.
kidnapped and shit.
You know
Drinking
what I
out of the
mean?
hose.
Like hopscotch, real life shit, man.
Marbles.
Yeah, I
Bullshit.
wouldn't recommend
jacks.
kids drinking out of the hose today, but
No, hell no. But you know what I mean, though? Like, life was good, man. These kids weren't
yeah,
locked in with technology. Like, we lived that life. That was a lot of
live that life, dude.
I seen that the other day. I was like, I know these dudes will remember this. But yo, all right, start right here, New York City.
Big in the biggest, baddest forts you could, dude.
What the
42nd
hell is
Street.
going on, New York? Time
Sleeper
to wake
cells.
up.
Look at this. We got about 40 propane tanks.
Gas cans.
Gas cans. Multiple gas cans.
How did they catch him?
The driver got into an accident and he took off on foot.
They didn't catch him, though,
I
right?
don't believe they caught him.
Look at the beginning from the vehicle. Look at this, guys.
Nice Jamaican lady.
You see that?
The kerosene and
But see, I feel like that's a dumb way to blow something up.
And smells like another false flag that didn't go as planned.
Could be.
I think that's a distraction. Because if you say you light those gas cans on fire, how long is it going to take for those propane tanks to blow up with how thick they are? Like, I feel like someone would be able to put that out before it blow up.
No, you let one leak and you run like a son-bitch and they're all going to go. You never play video games, bro? Once you shoot one, they all blow up.
It's not a video game.
This is funny. Simpsons predicted it again.
Hell yeah.
This is wild, this whole story.
And her name's
This
Cabot,
is crazy. So the one chick, I don't know if there's another video of it we have. Yeah, right here. Bang, bang, bang.
Do you recognize the woman standing next to them? She's the only one winning in this whole cheating scandal. At the Coldplay concert, the camera caught Andy Byron, CEO of Astronomer, hugging Kristen Cabot, the company's head of HR, tightly, too tightly. They looked panicked, totally exposed. Cabot even turned her back in a hurry, trying to dodge the camera. But guess what? She couldn't stop staring at the woman next to her, smiling like she just won the lottery. That woman? She's their co-worker. She's also competing with them for a major position at the company. Coincidence? I don't think so. Let's break it down. Byron and Cabot are about to face serious consequences, and fast. Byron's wife, Megan, she already wiped all their family photos off social media, changed her last name, and she's filed for divorce. That's gonna cost Byron big time. Cabot, she was just promoted back in November. She even bragged about having Byron's full trust. Not anymore. Now the company's under fire. The public's pissed. The media's circling. Stock prices are already dropping. Inside the company, trust is broken. People are talking. And let's be real, both of them could be fired any day now. Their careers? Basically done. Reputation? Destroyed. But that woman standing next to them, when they...
All right, I'm just going to stop it there because that's dumb.
Well, that's
Here's
about
the
to
thing.
say where she was about to be the one who gets promoted.
She's not going to be.
rises
She's
to the
supposed to
top,
be.
though.
She was
Head
supposed
of
to
HR.
be. She was supposed to be in the HR department. And the whole point of an HR department is to fucking oversee shit of that not happening, dude. So no, she was in the wrong too. She's not gonna get any promotion. She's fucking dumb too. But dude, here's the thing. This is where they're both fucking idiots. You're in a Coldplay stadium of fucking. Do you ever see how big those stadiums? It's fucking 150,000 people. Whatever. It's huge. It's not televised.
You went to a Coldplay concert.
So wait, well, whatever. Listen, here's the deal. It's not televised, right? It's if they had just not acted and just acted normal, and it would have just went to the next kiss cam. If you think about it, I overheard somebody saying this.
What up, Pat?
Today in a meme in the reel, and it kind of made a lot of sense. They're like they fucked themselves by their reaction. It probably would have nobody would have even been like, unless somebody was in the crowd that knew.
That's what they're saying. The girl. They're saying that girl.
Yeah, the girl that had her face covered was the one that snitched and told them to put the light on.
She's the one who dimed him out, and she knew somebody who worked at the stadium.
Oh, they're saying that she told
she
Coldplay
told
to put the light.
No, the stagehand, whoever.
Oh, yeah. I don't know about that.
I bet you, dude. You know how many people she probably knows inside that stadium and have fucking luxury seats and throughout her business. They didn't have luxury seats,
dude. They were on the fucking.
She was competing for CEO.
No, they were up in like a fucking rooftop part of the stadium, bro.
Yeah.
Exclusive spot. I'm telling you, it's probably like a rooftop bar and shit right out there.
So you guys know what his company does, right?
AI shit.
Yeah, all AI stuff with data workforce, everything, right? And
works with Palantir.
Yeah.
They're affiliated with Palantir. Yeah. Yep. Planeteer, Palantir, whatever the fuck it is.
You know what that's called? That is called a sacrificial ritual.
Humiliation ritual. That's what that is.
Yep. Just crush that whole guy's family.
Cha-ching. Go back into the chat real quick.
Here's the thing is, she was ugly. She's not even hot. Like, she's ugly. Like, if you're gonna do that and cheat on your wife and risk it all,
you gotta cheat up.
Like, go to like a smoking hot 20-year-old, not her. Good lord.
The Simpsons predicted it again, man. Pull it up on the screen, man. I can't see that shit.
Oh, it's not up there yet. My bad. My bad.
There's a couple. Go back up to the top. There was one of Yellowstone I wanted to pull up because I wanted to talk about that quick, and then we can kind of wrap up. I know it's getting tired.
Yeah, I'm hitting the sack. Beat.
Scroll up. It's kind of close to the top. And then I want to see what that shorty has to say. Down. Right there. Is that the Yellowstone one?
Yeah.
I think so.
Guys, look what's happening in Yellowstone right now. This was recorded by a tour guide that has been there for over 6 seasons and has never seen anything like this before. Now, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Yellowstone is home to a super volcano. And for the past week or so, flocks and flocks of animals have been leaving Yellowstone Park. Now, I'm certainly not trying to purport any sort of fear here, but nature always gives warning signs. And this is a warning sign. If you live in or around Yellowstone, I would heed nature's warning. Peace and love. Guys, look what's happening in Yellowstone.
Do you read these comments, though? All right, so this is what I like to read, though. This person said, I want someone from Yellowstone telling me not you. You just make shit up to get likes. Then the other one says, is this real? Anyone from Yellowstone? Let me see if any replies. This is what I like to see.
Yeah, a lot of people say this guy's fake.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not the... All right, so he could be fake, whatever. But there's a lot of videos of all these animals truly, like, the news has been reporting it. There's other videos of these animals fleeing. So the problem is, if Yellowstone erupts, it's not like we're good on the East Coast with the lava and shit, but it's the fact that the smoke is going to cover the air and block out so much sunlight that eventually it would just fucking cause mass destruction and blackouts and shit like that. Air quality would be shit. Yeah.
Big Brown Fish says, I live in Yellowstone. I can assure it is all lies. And then this person says, interesting, bro. Other people from Yellowstone telling me they have seen lots leaving. Big Brown Fish says, I'm literally in the park right now and none of this is happening. And then this person said, you're spreading misinformation.
Well, maybe he didn't see the submarine either.
Yeah, this dude is spreading misinformation. So
go into some different videos. Yeah, let's go.
I mean,
no. I'm pulling my card here, and I'm fighting for this one. Let's go to Shorty though.
Oh, Shorty, this one.
Yeah, what you talking about?
Oh, nobody is talking about this. Peter Thiel, it's obvious to me that he fits in on that academic side of the Jeffrey Epstein operation. He worked with all of these people and he held academic symposiums at Little St. James, at the island. But what's so crazy about this that I don't think a lot of people are focused on is that there are many survivors that have come out now in the last 5 years saying that they weren't just sexually abused.
I woke up in a laboratory there one night
But there were scientists there, you know, and I woke up one night in a laboratory, paralyzed and naked on a table. They did something to me, and they don't want anyone knowing about it. When I came back from there, I was hospitalized 10 times with panic attacks. And I'd been a very, very healthy, happy girl before I was taken.
That is extremely dark. Holy shit.
It's dark. And there are articles after articles, whether it's Vanity Fair, The Guardian, talking about how Peter Thiel wants to inject young blood into his system. He was spending $40,000 a quarter on a regular basis to get transfusions from an 18-year-old.
We need more scrutiny over this dude who is into some weird stuff, also seemingly has a lot of money and control over people that make policy, but also people on the private sector side, and nobody's really talking about it.
Yeah, JD Vance is Peter Thiel's right-hand man as well. I don't know if anybody knew that, but
yeah, she's pretty. Whatchamacallit though? So there's that one guy, that fitness guy, who he takes his son's blood.
Fitness flat
Yep.
Earth.
No.
So this guy's like a billionaire. He takes
Rob Johnson or something like that.
He gives his father and himself his son's blood.
Yeah,
and
he takes his kid who's 30 years younger than him. He takes his blood, and it's like the guy's aging backwards. And it's really weird.
Yeah, he says he's 65, but he's got the brain of a 26-year-old and this and that, and his anti-aging. I mean, he looks good for his age. There's no doubt about it. But that's adrenochrome.
Oh,
yeah,
same thing. You see what happens when these guys don't get it.
Shit.
What else you got on there?
You want to do one more? You want to do one more? Here.
Hey.
Do one more. There's
What up, Pat?
Well, there's me with my corn. You want to listen to this near crash experience? This was interesting. Hearing the pilot tell the passengers.
Yeah, this is pretty crazy. Yeah, and
the B-52.
Just happens to be another military plane almost crashing with a civilian plane.
Not just any plane.
This maneuver, it caught me by surprise. This is not normal at all. I don't know why they didn't give us a heads up. You probably saw the airplane kind of sort of coming at us. Nobody told us about it. Said turn right.
You probably saw the airplane coming at us.
Which is those of you on the right-hand side.
From miles,
I
dude.
thought
A
it was
B-52 is so
small
big.
Airplane like the one you see at the airport right now doing touch and goes. And he said turn right. I said there's an airplane over there, and he says turn left. And
where was this?
By the time we read back to clearance, looked over and saw the airplane that was kind of coming on in.
I wouldn't doubt if it was in Florida.
By Minnesota.
Given his
North
speed, it was military. I don't know how fast they were
from
going, but they were a lot faster than
Minnesota
us.
going to North
Sorry about the
Dakota.
aggressive maneuver. It caught me by surprise. This is not normal.
They
at
watched
all.
him do the
I don't
interview
know
with one of
why they
the
didn't give us a
passengers,
heads
and
up.
she
You
said
probably
that
saw the
one
airplane
second they
kind
were
of sort
sitting like this, next second they were sitting like this. But how do you not see a B-52 bomber? You know how big a B-52 is?
They've been doing.
You know how
They did
fast that
touch
thing
and
flies?
goes. They did touch and goes a couple of weeks, like a week before you got up here, Mike.
What, the B-52s?
Yeah, we have B-52s flying all over up there.
Yeah, that's
All right,
awesome.
I'm gonna go to bed, guys. Wrap it up.
All
What do
right,
you think? What do
All
you
right,
guys
man.
think?
We appreciate everybody tuning in to Conspiracy Chaos. We'll be back on. What's today? Today's Monday.
Yeah, back Wednesday.
Fuck, that's it, man. I thought it was Tuesday. Well, I thought I was hoping it was for Tuesday at least. Shit. All right, man.
No, we just started the week, big dog.
Fuck, bro. All right, well, we'll be back on Wednesday with another episode of Conspiracy Chaos. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure you guys go
Thanks, Pat.
like, follow, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend, and we will see you on Wednesday with another episode. Peace.
Peace.
Follow the breadcrumbs, follow moonlight schemes. Hidden agendas ain't as crazy as they seem. Voices in the dark amplifying dreams. Conspiracy chaos, nothing's what is.